Hello everyone, and welcome to the final part of Rhythm Paradise Megamix. This is number 22, I think, and it's going to be the last one. So I hope you have enjoyed the way around. I'm going to start by playing with my YouTube save file because I want to show you something. And I can only do that on that save file because I haven't completed everything on here. So I can do something very simple, and then we'll get to the interesting stuff after, once I move on to the other save file, the one that I have for my own, the one that I started before. Let's get started. I'm gonna go to the cafe, not that cafe. And actually, that's the wrong screen. I'm looking for this. We haven't been here on the save file ever before, but it's very important, actually. By the way, the low-pitched beeps might indicate something. If you ever remember what the character sounded like when we were in the gate screens, well, it's the same person. It's Paprika, the one who owns the hardest courses in the Challenge Land, is the same one who has the hardest courses in the gates. They're linked, and that's by design. I meant to say, it's not a coincidence. I'm going to scroll through all this text because you only get to hear it once. And now you get a choice. There, you have a choice of two things. One of them is the perfect campaign, which we've been to. I just realized that we have been in Challenge Land before, except for the perfect campaign. Now I'm going to do the challenge part, which is the right option, and it's going to ask me if I want to play on my own, which I do, and I can't select any other difficulties. I can select different challenges, though. This menu, unfortunately, wraps around, which is kind of annoying. If you were to press left and right, you could select the other difficulties, but the only way you could do that is by completing all of the previous challenges, which I'm not doing on this save. In fact, I'm just going to be completing this first one. It's going to ask you if you're ready. You have to pay a fee every time you start a challenge run. You have to pay a certain amount of coins to begin, and if you succeed, you will gain a flow ball, sometimes 2, I think sometimes even 3. These challenges come in the form of trains, which is why it makes train whistling noises. And every time the train stops, you're greeted with this screen. Now, in some challenges, you actually have a choice of different games that you can play. Most of them, however, are only one game per stop, like this, for example. This music, by the way, is fucking great. So every challenge has some sort of requirement. You're supposed to play the game in one way or another by playing it well, basically. You either have to get a certain amount of points, you have to not miss a certain amount of notes. It's like a perfect attempt, but slightly more lenient, because you might have 3 or 2 lives instead of just 1. There's also this other interesting mode called Don't Get Eaten, which is one of my favorite modes, and I'll get to that later. I don't think there's going to be one like that here. The first few challenges are always going to be point-based, and they're very easy. These come from before the tower game, so they're going to be extremely simple, and I'm just going to breeze through this real quick. There's usually 3 to 4 challenges in each set. You can practice, but you don't need to. And also, you don't have a skill star, they don't appear. Which is just making sure that you don't get distracted, basically. I haven't played this game in forever. There was the skill star, but of course it doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's that. Another interesting thing is when you complete a game in these challenge things, you're greeted with this music, which you might find very familiar. This music is the one that's used in Rhythm Heaven Fever. I wonder why they kept it. You also get the try again music if you don't get enough points, I think. I'm not sure if you can get the OK music. I haven't tried. And the train moves on. And then stops again somewhere else. Spaceball, okay. This is going to take a while. And last one. Also, if you wait instead of pressing A immediately, it will do that. But of course, just like any other rhythm game, you can skip that, as you heard me do in the first one, Karate Man. I think this might be Air Rally, or maybe it's Hole-in-One? I don't think it's Hole-in-One, is it? Oh, it's Lumberjack, okay. Right. I haven't played this in a while either. Have I mentioned that I really like the harmony in this part? I don't know why. Get ready for a little stop. Yeah, it just does that every time I cut the... I don't know what that is. Is that a bottle? A piece of metal? I don't know what it is. When that happens for the first time, it does that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whee! Okay, that was that. I don't need to worry about scores or anything too much right now because, as I said, this is the first ever challenge you get to play. You can play these with multiple people with a connection, which is why it asks you if you want to play as yourself or play with multiple. In fact, you only get access to these challenges after beating Lush Tower, which is why Spaceball is one of the games, for example. Because it assumes that you've gone through all those. And you can play multiplayer before then, but it's, of course, emulating that is not easy. In fact, I don't think it's possible, even. But I think everyone plays at the same time? I don't actually know. So once you complete a challenge, it does that. And when it's your first time completing a challenge, it will do another victory thing. you get a flow ball. And from here, you get asked if you want to continue, as in like play another challenge, or if you want to quit. I honestly don't remember which one is which. I think I just pressed the quit option. So there's that. Now, I'm going to reset. Hopefully find the correct button. No, that's the wrong button. I have to start it up again. Okay. Press the wrong button. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to load into my real save, the first item in the list, and I will now proceed to deviate from Challenge Night a little bit, because I just want to break up the monotony, and I want to do the last 6 Fever games that we haven't done yet. Stop clicking the wrong button. I'm having stereo calibration issues right now. My headphones are kind of half broken, so excuse me for that. Okay, let's go all the way to the very end, and let's play 6 more Fever games. Ready? I honestly don't know what the scores are. In fact, let me quickly take a look at those before I continue. Okay, so we have an extremely wide array of scores here. Some of them are good, some of them are not. It really depends on the game. So, let's begin. There we go, that's the correct game. Okay, so this one has the same intro as Built to Scale, and it's the second game you ever play in Fever. It's called Screwbot Factory. It's actually very simple in promise, or very simple in practice, sorry, wait, no, not in theory, but in practice it's a little bit more involved. In this version, you just hold A. It's a little bit like Philbots, but you have to screw the robots' heads on, and it makes totally different kinds of noises. And there are 2 different kinds of robots, just like in Philbots. There's a big one and a small one, except you have to hold for 2 beats on the big one and 1 beat on the small one. They make different noises. Listen to this. So you have to listen to that little click. And hear the click. The ding, I mean, is 1 beat. After that, you hold A and then let go. And then they say yatta. Also, in the Megamix version, as I've noticed, there is absolutely 0 count-ins. In the Fever one, it would go san, si, and then you start screwing, but this one doesn't do that, which basically lets you get introduced to what the game is going to be like when you actually play it. And now it's going to give you the tutorial for the small ones, which Philbots actually didn't do. The small ones make a different, like a car alarm kind of noise. And also the ding is a slightly different pitch. Okay, get ready. I really like the music for this one, although I like Screwbot Factory 2 from Fever a little bit better, but this one's not that. I'm hoping that my keyboard isn't going to fail me. It might. High score is 94, which I'm probably never getting. Pay attention to multiples. Small one. One, two, three, 4. Always alternate between big and small. Nice! Star. I love this next part in the music. Listen to this. It just slows down like that and comes back. And then we have this. Okay, I got the no miss somehow, and I also got the star, which I honestly didn't think I ever would. I don't think I got a very good score, though. It might have been like a 91, 92. I was not very good with timings. Doesn't matter. Not my first time getting the star. There was actually one game that I played recently, a week ago. It wasn't on camera or anything, I just played it. I don't remember what game it was, but it was my first time that I ever got the star on it. I forget which one it was, though, but I never got the star before then. That's kind of interesting how there are some games that I just never ever got the star for. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. This next one is pretty interesting. Sorry, I just have to do that. It's a cool intro noise. Don't blame me. Okay, so this one is called Board Meeting. It's supposed to be some sort of work environment, like office type thing, but really it's a bunch of pigs spinning on chairs. Yeah, it's weird. What's cool about this is that there's not too many cues. You have to press A at specific points. And because of that, somehow, don't ask me how, just really, seriously don't, I was able to get a score of 98 on it. I don't know how that was a thing, but it was. So you have two different cues. This first bit is a little bit like Glee Club or Clappy Trio, because you have to listen to them stop. 1, 2, 3, now it's your turn. You're the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, stop. And then there's another one where you have to stop in unison, a little bit like Together Now, except it's a different cue. And you know if it's going to be a Together Now or a separately cue, because if it isn't, then they're going to start spinning at different intervals, whereas when the Together Now cue happens, they will start spinning like all of them at the same time. 1, 2, 3, like this. So when you hear Sunny, stop. In English, it would be 1, 2, 3, stop. I honestly don't remember what this is like in English in the European version, but I seem to remember there's one cue at the very end that's kind of weird. Anyway, let's do this. Star? Yes. And that's so satisfying. It's very short, very to the point, quite easy, and yeah. That 98 is the highest score I ever have on any game. Still pretty crazy. I think I have 97 on the first Rhythm Rally. Anyway, next game. This one is the Japanese game. Samurai Slice. And this is a little bit like Super Samurai Slice, but not exactly. It has two different kinds of cues. First cue is like this. So when you hear it go, A. A. Which is very similar to the Super Samurai Slice one. There's another one, and by the way, there can be multiple of them, just like in Super Samurai Slice. Now, you can practice your swing by pressing A. You can swing twice if you want to. Now, here's another thing. You have to hold B, just like in Super Samurai Slice, but instead of going din 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 din, it instead goes slightly faster, and it does crazy fast triplets like this. Let's do that to music and show you how it works. When you hear a cue that goes like this, you have to do that. You hear did 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 did. Ah! By the way, that da noise is the same one you hear when you let go of the din 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 din. That's the same sound. What? Since when was there a cue? Okay, that was weird. I don't think it was supposed to do that. Okay, let's play this. High score is 95, which is very, very hard. I think. I don't think I'm ever gonna beat this. Oh, I missed. That's what happened. I'm really not good at this. For whatever reason, the timing window on Samurai Slice I always found to be slightly off, slightly weird. Oh, what? I'm missing everything today. I don't know why that is. At least in this game. At least you can hear what it does if you miss things. And by the way, there are missing cues for all the other games. You can actually, in Screwbot, you can actually have the robots' heads screw way too much and make them just explode under pressure. Hey there, Star. Forgot it's there. Another interesting visual gimmick in this game is that there's a story, there's like a book that's being read that you can actually read. And if you miss, like that, the book gets obscured and you can't read it anymore. So you actually have to do well in order to try to read, but they'll get you distracted, and yeah. So that's a thing. Also, of course, you can hear the demons make different sounds. These ones are huge. Lightning strikes. That's so epic. And I did terribly. Honestly, I don't mind. As I said before in previous episodes, I really don't care about getting perfect scores anymore. Still got the superb, and I got the star, so that's what matters. I think I got 6 coins as well. Okay, so we got 3 of them done. I don't care about perfects right now. We have another 3 to go. I don't remember which one this is. I'll have to take a little refresher. Yep, I think I know. Oh yeah, packing pests. Right. So you press B to catch the candy as it flies towards you, and you press A to punch spiders away, like this. Yeah, like that. Okay, that pattern is not the way the game actually goes. There's a pattern that is, like, almost all of the game is this specific pattern, where you have to go B, and then A, and then back to B, and then A again. And then sometimes you'll have this thing where it goes double up in English, but I don't know what it is in Japanese. It sounds like Igzi, or something like that. You have to press B and then A twice. There is no game, I think, that we've covered that does this mechanic. You just have to listen to it for yourself. So this is what the pattern sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. B, A, A. Okay, so basically you are trying to make the sweets go in the correct bag, and you're trying to get rid of the spiders so that they don't end up in the packages of sweets. That's how this works. Ready? I don't remember what the scores are for these anymore. I really like the music for this game. Ready for more doubles. There are fail noises if you mess up, by the way. The employee will start making a shouting noise if a spider enters. And you can also punch the sweets away. I think I missed a star. I don't know where the star was. This is the game that I didn't get the star for, unfortunately. Just a minute, I'm gonna pause the recording and I'll be right back. It's a good thing I keep my phone on silent, because if I didn't, then you'd only hear most of it, which is not great. And thankfully, also, the stupid thing that WatchOS used to do, where if your contact was in your favorites, but you had your watch on silent, it would still ring and make the audible ringtone. That just drove me up the wall every time it happened. It was so annoying. Thankfully, it doesn't do that anymore. Anyway, let's continue. We have 2 more games to go in the Fever set, and then I want to play another challenge to top this off. Next game! I love this intro. This intro is like one of my favorites. Did I ever mention that? I think I did, because Pajama Party has it. This game has a very similar 2 offbeats kind of mechanic that the double up thing did. In fact, it's very similar in gameplay, except you don't press B. It's called Monkey Watch, and basically all you have to do is count the time by pressing A on every beat, on the offbeats. Like that. And then sometimes you encounter these other cues that interrupt your flow, where you have to press A once and then press A twice on the offbeat 8th notes, like this. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you start playing it, it will all make sense. Just make sure to have the music help you know where those 8th notes are, because just don't start on the downbeat. Start 1/8 note after. It's 1 and A and 1A, 3A, if that makes any sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but let's just do it. High score on this is 92, mostly because there is nothing to guide you. So what I'm doing is usually not correct in terms of frame timings. I really love this track too. I love this next part. And there's a lot of visual distracting effects in this game as well, from what I've been told. I think that was where the star was. And there we go. What my score was? Only one way to find out. Not a high score. Oh well. I was expecting that. 7 coins. That's not bad. The fact that you don't get any misses helps more than the fact that you didn't get a good score, because frame-perfect timings are not easy, but they're also not necessary. Which I think it's a good thing for those people who aren't as good at rhythm as others, if that makes any sense. Now, last game. Very last game. I kind of want to play this in English. Just because I haven't done it in a while. Shut up. It's Karate Man Combos, the Fever version. Now, you know what the Kicks one is like, and you know what the Karate Man Senior one is like. Well, get ready, because this track is fast. I mean crazy fast, so you have to be on your toes. The combos are extremely fast. You have to pull them off quickly. 1, 2, 3, go. And this is an understatement. The Toru music is much slower.
Hit 3. Hit 3.
Now, I'm going to do a combo. You already know how to do this if you've listened to the last part, part 19, where I do Karate Man Senior, but I'm going to do it anyway. You can actually hear the little cutoff with the ch. I don't know if they changed the tempo tutorial from Fever to Megamix. I honestly don't remember. Let's do some practice combos, just to get you acquainted with what it sounds like. 2, 3, go. Now remember, if you mess this up, it makes that sound. You have to hold, and then hold B, and then let go right at the correct time. Punch, you go, pow! I want to do this in English because I haven't heard the English dub of the music for this in a while, because it does have lyrics, and I just want to reminisce. And maybe I might even sing.
1, 2.
I actually don't know if I want to. High score is 94. Yeah, as you can hear, it's much faster.
1, 2. Hit 3.
Why is it missing?
Hit 3.
What? There's a lot of straights, a lot of consecutive hits. Without you, I'm dying. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Off beats. Beware. 1, 2. Dim, 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 dim. No one will know how I bear my bed alone. In the end, I choose my solitude. I can't go back to my days of innocence. Go back, there is no return. 1, 2, and ooh, I got the sun. Get ready. And 1, 2, 3, stop. About everything now. This is the way that it is. 1, 2, 3. Dueling guitars incoming. Let's go. If you're playing the 2-player version of Rhythm Fever, you would actually have them on the left or right players when this is happening. So that would be the right player at the moment. Now back to left. No, 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 no. What? I love this little starter thing right here. That's so cool. And hit 3. Hit 3. And last combo, 1, 2, and so satisfying. I missed a lot. But I got the star, thankfully. As I said, I'm not going for high scores at the moment. I honestly don't know why I missed so much. I only got like 4 coins, I think. So, there's that. I don't want to do perfect sense right now. Can you stop with that? Thank you. Okay, so we got the challenge to go. I really want to do this challenge. I want to show you guys this because it's just crazy. Now, I'm going to change to Japanese. Just so you can hear the alternate versions. You'll see what I mean. Let's enter Challenge Land and take a look. Oh, are you kidding me? These ones rap too? Okay, let's use screen card to figure out what is happening. No! I have no clue what that is, but I don't think that's the correct one. Okay, I think this is the correct one. Let's see if I can find the... Think you're tough enough to take this one on or something? This is the Paprika World. Look at their sense of rhythm. I don't remember exactly what these descriptions are. QQ, okay. We're getting close. Look, this one's tough. I hate this one. It's really annoying. It's called Lockstep Lockdown. You basically have to play Lockstep, and the speed changes like a lot, and you have multiple. You only have like 2 or 3 lives per thing. But that's another thing. They like to do tempo up basically, so making it even faster than normal. No. Do you think it's this one? It might be, but... I honestly don't remember which one this is. Let's try it. I'm looking for a specific one. Trying to find the correct one requires OCR. No, not the right one. Let me show you what happens if you escape out of this. It'll ask you if you're sure, and if you are, it will simply just quit. Okay, so it goes back to here. You've got rhythm, here's some music to go with it. No, that's the right one. Round objects, I think? I don't know. No. Wait, this I think is the normal world. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to do that! And by the way, you lose these coins, so it's a good thing I just collected some. No. You start in the other world too, for whatever reason. Okay, yes, this one. It's this one. Coming to a multiplex near you, I think the description says. By the way, the first option when you click on one is no, so you have to press it down and an A to confirm that you really want to try it. The challenge is Karate Man versus the monster. You have to play the game and get as many, basically the way the Don't Get Eaten challenges work, all of these are Don't Get Eaten challenges. You have to play the game with as many ace perfect, like frame perfect hits as possible. Every time you get one, it makes a sound. The volume of the sound determines how close you were to a perfect hit. If you didn't get a perfect hit, it won't play it at all. And it's tempo up as well. So you get all the Karate Man games, and you have to get as many perfect hits as possible. And if you miss or get less perfect hits, you'll get eaten. I didn't get too many at the end there, but at least I still made it. Those first few really got the upper hand. If you make it through without dying, it's an automatic win. Next one is Karate Man for the GBA. Hey baby, how's it going? This is non-stop. Hey baby, listen to my phrase. I can give you a sense of rhythm. Oh come on. Yeah. Oh no, this is not good. Hey baby, how's it going? This is non-stop. Hey baby, listen to my phrase. I can give you a sense of rhythm. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I think we're through. Nice, I got the perfect on the last hit. Okay, that was fun. Now, we're getting to the hard ones. There's 5 of these, and the next one is Cardinal Kicks. Let's see if we can do this. I have 3 lives, remember, so if I do get eaten, then that's not a problem just yet. If you haven't played these yet, you can practice. But I have. Or we have, should I say. Let's do this. Holds also have ace hits. Yeah. Hey! Nice! Okay, the fact that I missed that last one didn't really matter. got a pretty good lead there in the end. I think I did very well. In fact, I might have even done better than the original score in the actual game. I can't tell. Of course, you don't get any points, like you don't get shown a score at the end of any of these, so you don't know how well you did. Okay, kicks next. This one is crazy fast. Get ready. I'm not sure how much of that conversation or one-sided conversation you heard. If you do, congratulations, you understand. Not, then it is what it is. I'll get to the... I'll just finish this and then we'll be through. We have one more game. We have Party Senior to do. Okay, let's do this. I think I'm fine. I might miss. I might lose. I don't know. Let's try it. Here we go. Oh god. Oh. I think I'm gonna die. I missed a lot, but I still made it. Huh. That was crazy. I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it, but I did. Now, this is what happens if you play through a challenge that you've already completed. You still get the same victory jingle at the end, but instead of getting a flow ball, you get to pick a chest. One of three. I'm going to pick the right one, and instead of giving you a flow ball or something like that, it does this. Gives you coins. Sometimes it can also give you turnips, if you're lucky. So that's what happens if you complete a game, or a challenge that doesn't have the same, that you've already completed, I mean. Okay, sorry for the weird weirdness of this commentary, I'm really gonna have to get going now because there's stuff I need done. So we're done. Rhythm Heaven Megamix is 100% complete. Well, not 100% complete in terms I haven't completed everything in terms of my own save, and there's a few other like random things, but I've shown you all the games. I've shown you how the challenges work. I've shown you how the perfect attempts work. So that's that. I could play the endless games, but I don't really mind. So with that, I think it's time to close the 1.5 year going playthrough of Rhythm Heaven Megamix. It's been fun. It really has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I've done, or at least whoever was there to stick around to listen to the whole thing, which was only a few people, but yeah. Thanks for sticking with me, and yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And with that, I'm really gonna get off now, because I really need to do a few things. So, I'll see you guys later.
Situation ESN. Go to